Okay, guys, so the eclipse has already happened, okay? And we didn't see any moon at all, and you can look up there right now, and you'll never see a moon, ever, 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 for 60 hours every month. It just disappears from the skies. And you think astrology is pseudoscience. Well, it just so happens that astrology, which is a true science, happens to be the only science that tells you why the moon disappears for 60 hours every month. So, astrology says that whenever any wandering star, which we call planets, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, or the moon, those six, astrology has been teaching since forever that when any of those six planetary bodies come anywhere near the 15th degree of the sun, I noticed someone in the... Michelle, thank you, Michelle Smethurst. She's a great syncretist in the UK. She mentioned 6 plus 9 equals 15. Yeah, because 15, sweet 16, why is that? Why do we say sweet 16? Because, you see, when the moon transits the sun, every month, every 27 days, the moon goes past the sun, either 5.5 degrees above it or 5.5 degrees below it. But we never see it. It can only be 5.5 degrees above the sun, which is a fair portion of the sky, or below it. But see, the eclipses happen because the moon is on the same declination as the sun every 6 months. That's why. But they always happen at the nodes. But nonetheless, forget about eclipses. You have a problem every 27-day, globetards. Where does the moon disappear to? It's transparent. You can't see it. You can't see the rock. And yet it's so close to us and the sun is so far away. Where does the moon rock go? You know, where the astronauts landed to play golf and telephone Dickie? And what else did they do? Oh, yeah, they had a dune buggy up there. Pull out your telescopes and see where they landed. They show you where they landed. See if you can see any flag or any dune buggy up there, because you won't. The moon is plasma, and only astrology is the only science which tells you why you can never see the moon. Remember, the last degree you will see the moon is at the sweet 16. Then, at the 15th degree, astrology says the moon comes under the rays of the sun, or under the beams of the sun. That's how it's always been known. And our ancients knew it. My father knew it. He didn't know anything about astrology, but he always planted his foods according to the sun. I remember him saying when I was a little boy, the moon is waxing, we're going to plant stuff above the ground. The moon is waning, we put seeds in the ground. He was a tobacco farmer, and he would always plant when the moon was waning. He would always put the seeds in when the moon was waning, and then we used to go to the tobacco beds. I remember this, I grew up on a tobacco farm. We used to go to the tobacco beds, we'd pull out the plants, little tobacco plants about 6 inches, and we'd bundle them up and take them out to the paddock, and we'd drop them in. And Dad would always do this when the moon was waxing. And Dad always had the best gardens. He was a Virgo, great gardeners. But he knew the moon. See, the moon creates moods. So if you don't think that astrology is effective, you've already just shown how ridiculously stupid you are. because you know that on the full moon, all the weirdos come out. And the police will tell you that there's more crimes on the full moon than ever. And on Mondays, Moon Day. Hospitals. More people go to hospitals in emergencies on full moons. More fights, more trouble. You see, astrology is the only science that tells you why you will never see the moon. Every month. This has been happening forever. Because the moon, like the rainbow, is a projection. The moon is a projection, like the rainbow. God gave Noah the rainbow as a sign. It's not a fucking thing. It's not a gift that you can keep. You can't go and grab the rainbow and put it in a museum. Because it's not fucking there. Try and land a drone on the rainbow. Try and land a helicopter on the rainbow. I don't know how that in '69 they got that cake mixer, that Hitachi cake mixer wrapped in aluminium foil and Glad wrap to go through the radiation belt and the thermosphere and land on the transparent moon. Yeah, you've got a big fucking dilemma, globetards. You don't know whether you believe in the pear-shaped Earth, you know, nice pear. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Jesuit, actor, or whether you have got the blue marble model. Which one is it? The perfectly spheroid blue balls. Yeah, you've got a big problem. The moon disappears and you don't know whether you're flying on a Santa tit, a flying Santa pear, or a flying Santa blue ball. So you can tell the gay globetards would be the blue ballers because they're playing with each other's blue balls. Graham Hancock. Hancock. Surnames come from your practice, from your, you know, what you do. Blacksmith, you know, John Smith. His father was a smith. You know, so Graham Hancock's father, he was a cocksmith. And he talks about his blue balls like Mark Passio. Mark Passio has he's gay. He's a blue baller. But all the other pear-shaped people who believe they're flying on a Santa pear, they're straight because they like nice, curvy. Every man likes a woman with a nice set of teeth. Smiley set of teeth and nice wavy hair. Every man appreciates that. So good on you, globetards. Yeah, now your kingdom has been divided because you Santa pair flying titty boys, you'll have to prove that you're flying at 870,000 Mach to the blue ballers. Yeah. So you're going to be fighting now. And Neil will always be supporting the pair. Funny, I thought he was I definitely thought he was gay, that guy. But nothing against gays, by the way. I use the word faggot because I love that word. In Australia, we use it to mean some cunt, you know, some fucking dumb cunt. He's a faggot, you know. In other words, he's a maggot. So that's how I use the word. So, yeah. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, with his, at least he appreciates the oblate spheroid that's a little chubbier at the bottom and, yeah, pear-shaped, you know. The blue ballers model went pear-shaped. So now we're flying on Santa tits. Copernicus couldn't guess that. I wonder why Leonardo da Vinci, who was alive when Copernicus was around and was a true vegan genius, whereas Copernicus was a animal murdering, animal trafficking, exploiting people, man, like all flesh eaters, vegan for 15 years, and they were telling me I'll be dead next year in 2008 when I went vegan. I said, yeah, that's You guaranteed you'll be dead, Santos, in 1 year. Yeah, I said, you keep murdering the animals. I'll be saving them for the rest of eternity. I love animals, you see. I don't kill them. Yeah, especially one-day-old lambs. Well, there's the sun, and I don't see the Santa moon rock anywhere near. And the moon's just gone past the sun. There it is, look. See? Because astrology teaches you why. Because it's a science. In astrology, we deal with degrees, minutes, and seconds of arc. Yeah. See, astrology shows you that the sun and the moon, when the eclipse happened, were on the 21st degree of Libra, which happens every October 14th. So, that's science to me. Astronomy won't tell you that. Astronomy will tell you that because of sidereal, because the precession of the equinoxes, astronomy, you'll go to the astronomy sites, they won't tell you that it's all happening on the ecliptic. They're looking at the stars, sidereal, what's behind the ecliptic. True astrologers are ecliptic scientists. We know that everything, all the zodiac 30 degree, 12, 30 degree signs around the ecliptic, we know that they are fixed tropically, tropical astrology. You see, the equinox always happens the Easter, not autumnal, the spring equinox, okay, always on March the 21st. Summer solstice, June 21st. Autumnal equinox, June 23rd. I did a live about that a few weeks ago, about the eclipse. And then now we're going down to December the 21st, and that never changes. That's why the 12 signs of the zodiac are on the ecliptic. The tropical system trumps all other systems, and forget about the 13 signs. Every electromagnetic wave is divided by 12 sons of Israel, 12 tribes of Israel, Jesus and his 12 disciples. 30 degrees. You know, Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, like Joseph was betrayed for 30 pieces of gold. 30 and 12 and 30 and 12 and 12 and 30. There's no 13. You don't see... in the New Age movement, you'll see these dunces that are telling you that a fucus, there's a new sign in there, and you're no longer a Scorpio, you're an Ophiuchus. Yeah, stupid fucking dumb fucks. Astrology is electromagnetic waves. Transverse waves going along like this, and longitudinal scalar waves, thank you, Tesla. This is a Hertz wave, and it hurts. Yeah, because it's a transverse wave. Electricity, redshift, blue shift, is the god of this world. Red pill, blue pill. Roses red, violets are blue. The magnetic wave is forever and never dies. And that's what electromagnetic waves are, astrology. The science of light, Jyotish. All right, guys, I've got to go because I've got some visitors and they're calling me. So no, I'm gonna stop that. Wait a minute, I'll see if they're here. Yo! Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I've got more to say. Okay, so I'm putting NASA on notice